Hello students, in this class I will discuss about analog to digital conversion. In analog to digital conversion there are many types of ADC available. In this class I will try to explain the operation of a successive approximation type ADC. This type of ADC are basically widely used, and it have very less conversion time. Means it will convert a analog value to digital value comparatively faster than other. Now I will directly go to the circuit diagram. Now this circuit diagram consists of one comparator, one control logic block, one output register, and we need another DAC, digital to analog conversion. The output of the DAC will be compared by this comparator. Now this VA is basically the our analog input voltage. So this value, actually the analog value, will be converted digital. We will get the output here from the output register. Now how this circuit performs basically, suppose if we consider a voltage VA which is suppose 10 volt or 10.3, make it 10.3. In this example I have discussed actually with 10.3. Now first of all the bits are 0 0 of this output register, and this control logic have three input. One is clock, one is start, another is EOC. So what is the function of these three inputs? I will explain. First of all, clock is basically a clock signal. Okay, so for first clock, what will happen for the first clock cycle? Since all the output registers output is 0 0 0, so the this 0 0 bit will be converted by this digital to analog converter. So output voltage will be 0. So this 0 will appear here. So now this VA is 10.3 and this is 0. So which one is greater? Obviously the voltage at the non-inverting terminal is greater. So if the voltage at the non-inverting terminal is greater, the comparator output will be high. So if the comparator output is high, the control logic will make MSB equal to 1. Okay, so if I consider here there is a 4-bit, this is a 4-bit DAC. So obviously it set the MSB bit to 1. Okay, now in the next clock pulse, what happens? In the next clock pulse, so what is the output here now? Since the MSB is 1, the output is now, output of this register is 100. Okay, now if I consider that our total full scale is 0 to 15 volt, and since we are using a 4-bit DAC, each value, suppose 0 0 0 0 0 will the equivalent analog is 0, 0 0 0 1, the equivalent analog will be 1 and 1 volt. Similarly 1 1 1 1 is equivalent to 15 volt. That means the step size is 1 volt. Clear? So if I said if the MSB is MSB is 1 and rest of the bits is 0, this is equivalent to which value? The equivalent to 8 volt. Okay, this is equivalent to 8 volt. Since we assume that the full scale output will be 15 volt, 0 to 15 volt. So now this 8, now this 100 will be converted to its analog value, which is now 8. Now this 8 voltage, the value in the 8 volt will appear here. So this voltage is 10.3. Now this voltage is 8. So what will happen? It will set again, the comparator output will be high, and it will set the next bit, that means this bit, to 1. So what will happen? So the second clock pulse, this bit is also set to 1. Okay, since the comparator output is high. Now what happened? Now in the next clock pulse, this 110 will appear at the input of the DAC. Now what will be the its analog equivalent value of 110? Obviously we know that it is 12 volt. But this 12 volt will appear at the inverting terminal of this comparator. So this 12 volt is now greater than 10.3. So 12 is now obviously is greater than this value. So since this voltage is greater, according to the concept of comparator, the output goes to negative saturation. So output goes to low. If the output goes to low, so the control logic it is designed such that it will again reset this value to 0. When the comparator output goes low, then this bit which was set previously to 1, it will be resetted to 0. So again the content of the output register will be this one. Getting my point? So now what will be the output voltage of this DAC? Obviously 8. Now this 8 volt will appear. So now this 8 is less than of 10. So obviously the comparator output will be 1 or high, and the high value of the comparator will set now this bit. So this is happening in the third clock pulse. So in the first clock pulse this bit is set. This is happening in the fourth clock pulse. In the first clock pulse this bit is set. Then in the second clock pulse this bit is set. In the third clock pulse again this bit is resetted because the value is greater than the VA. In the third clock pulse, in the fourth clock pulse, this bit will again set. So what will happen? The content of this output register becomes 0, 1, 0. Okay. So what will be the equivalent analog of this? It is 8 plus 2, so it is 10 volt. So the content of the output register is now 1, 0, 1, 0. So this value is again converted to its equivalent analog, which is 10. Now the 10 will appear here. So now this value is 10 and this value is 10.3. So again the comparator output is 1. Okay, output is high. So according to this logic, if the comparator output is high, the control logic will set the next bit, means it will set the last bit to 1, which is nothing but 11. So again the content of the output register become 1011. So this 1011 will be converted to its analog value, which is 11. Again this 11 will appear here, 11 volt, which is greater than this. So the comparator output will goes to low value. Since the comparator output goes low, then according to the concept of this control logic, it is programmed like such that, so the last bit will again reset it to 0. So the content of this output register finally will be 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. So now, so all the bits are processed. Okay. So the final output is 10. Okay. Since the final output is 10, which is near equal to, the final output will be 1010. This is the digital equivalent value of 10.3, which is 10. Actually it is 10, but actually the given is 10.3. So there is some error, but we can consider that if we increase the number of this bit, to 5 or 6, then we can more precisely convert a analog value to its digital value. So this is the operation, and at the end of how this stops, basically after that at this point, means when all bits are considered, all the register bits have been processed, the conversion is completed, and the control logic activates the EOC output, end of conversion. EOC means end of conversion output, to signal that digital equivalent of VA is now the output register. So the end of conversion signal, so after the processing of all the bits, the EOC signal will activate, and that will indicate our conversion is done. Okay. So if the output register are 4 bit, so it will process 4 bits. If the output register is 6-bit register, then the end of conversion will be done after the processing of 6 bits. So in this case VA is 10.3, but its equivalent digital value we are getting 1010, okay, which is equal to 10 according to our discussion. Now if we increase the number of bits, so that we know that full length output, we already considered the full length output will be 15 volt. Now if I increase the number of bits, to 5, so total output state will be 32. So 15 by 32, so the precision, that means the resolution will increase. So for 1 bit of change, the value will be, if we consider, just a minute, if we calculate the value, that means 15 by 32, it will be 4.687. It will be 0.4687. Yes, this is the value. So initially for 1 bit of change, the step size will be 1 volt. Now the step size is 4.687. So obviously we can get more accurate digital output of the 10.3. Okay, so this is the basic operation of a successive approximation type analog to digital converter. Thank you.